Hey plugin, it's Matt here today, and continuing our look at baby gates, we're taking a look at the Summer Custom Fit walkthrough gate. Now, this isn't a gate that's really for stairs or for some of the other child-proofing reasons you might think exist with baby gates. This one's a little bit different. This one actually helps create a play space. Now, you can use it to block off. You can see the main photo there. Mom's got a block between looks like the living room and maybe the kitchen. Yeah, you can use it for that, but as you can see closer into the photos there, let's move over to there. You can even create a freestanding play yard if you connect a couple of these, and you can even use it to create an actual play space in your home. So if there's a corner of your house that you want to convert into a little baby play space, you can do that too. This gate here is 30 inches tall, which means that you'll be using it for the 6 to 24 month phase, maybe a little bit before if your child's really tall like mine was. And as you can see, it's got a door that you can walk through and two pieces on either side. The gate does expand to 143 inches, so you can have up to about 11 3/4 feet as a block off if you have a wide open space like the picture shows there, or even if you just need to create a play space. Like I said, you can bend the contours and just create an area. Now you'll be able to do the install one of two ways, and as I take it out of the box, I'll show you some of the bits and pieces and the way things work. But as you can see in the photo on the left side there, you can either do a hardware mount, or as I mentioned, you can take two of those and connect it together to make a freestanding play yard. All right, let's open it up and take a look. Got the box open now, and as you can see, breathable mesh is kind of the name of the game here. So this is set up very much like you would expect a playpen or play yard. These metal tubes here and this breathable fabric mesh comes with a template here for the hardware installation, and there's all the installation pieces as well. The instructions for this are pretty simple, and I'm going to show you how to do a very quick install on these. As I mentioned, it's expandable up to 143 inches, so it's these pieces here that expand out using some quick flick of the wrist here. So let's get that started, and I'll show you how that works. Out of the box, this thing is freestanding here, and end to end it's probably about 7 or 8 feet tall. Now, as I mentioned, it is about 11 and 3/4 feet if you were to expand it completely, and expanding it actually involves this part here. So as you can see, there is a little flap that hides it, but open it up and you get this underneath. And now what this is this connects and comes loose and allows you to pull parts of the gate out. So I actually need a helper to help me with this one. I'm going to get my wife to film while I pull it apart. Stay tuned for the next shot, and I'll show you how it works, because these panels here are what expands and makes your gate a lot longer. Alright, so all you have to do to expand this is just pull this, making sure that this is loose. Pull it to whatever length you need it, and then you just screw this together here, and it just tightens from there. Okay, one more thing to note here is, as you can see, I'm able to freely move the hinges of this back and forth. Now, it's like that out of the box, but you can tighten it up if you've got it into a place where you want to set it down permanently. So there's a knob up here on the top, and all you have to do is screw it into place until it's tight. And now it doesn't really move anymore. I just wanted to quickly address the material, because as you can see, there are Velcro seams here, so the fabric will come off. Now, there are plastic tabs keeping them in place here just out of the box, but in case you ever need to wash it because your child spills something, or you know, they might like to chew on it and it gets wet and dirty, all you have to do is just pull the Velcro off here. It does come off on the panels here and the door, and you can just throw them into the wash. So there are washing instructions included. Alright, so let's say you've decided that you don't need all 3 panels. Well, this actually does have a panel that comes off. So one of the panels here has a little function at the bottom here. So all you do is you unscrew at the top like I showed you in the previous video, and as you'll see here, there's a little knob. So what you do is you press this knob here, you press the ends of the knob, you press them down, and then you can slide the panel out. So you can do a 2-panel or a 3-panel installation if you want. You can just pack this one in the box and leave it for later. Should you end up doing a 3-panel installation, you'll see these 2 plastic feet that are included as well. What it's recommended that you do prior to installation is that you pull apart the gate as far as you can go, and then just install the feet like this. They're pretty simple plastic, and they just go on and slide on just like this. When you install, you're going to see 3 different types of hinges. So I'm going to take you through. Obviously, those are screws and anchors. Don't worry about those. These are the hinges here for when you're installing into the wall. These ones are the top anchors. These ones are the bottom anchors. These two, just hang on to these. This is in case you get a second one of these summer gates, in case you want to put the two together to make a play yard. That hardware is included, but unless you have 2 of them, there's really nothing you can do with them. Okay, so the next thing you've got to do is, once you've found a place you want to install, grab the template and drill some pilot holes. So you're going to need a drill, and eventually you'll need a Phillips head screwdriver to screw everything in as well. Now, my daughter's too old for this gate now, and I'm just showing you how to do things today for the purposes of this review. So we're going to get a little bit creative here. I am going to use one of the holes here just to show you how these things look mounted. But I'm going to do my installation a little bit differently. But at the end of the day, you'll see exactly how this gate works. So here is what one of the lower anchors look like, and the top. So one thing, it is really important to remember that all those episodes of Canada's Worst Handyman that I've watched have taught me, don't use the eye test. Make sure you are using the template, because you do have to make sure that you've got it in the right areas for the top and the bottom on both sides for all panels that you are going to be installing. So I'm just back here to show you now that if you were to install this correctly and you had everything lined up, it's just going to slot in like this, and it'll just mount itself. So I've taken the shipping tags and the cable ties off the door, and I just wanted to show you how that works. So this door works actually in 2 ways. So all you have to do is flip this latch here, and then you push up, and you can either swing it this way, or you can swing it out this way. Now, unlike the other summer gates, this doesn't push in by itself when you put weight on it, so it means that you actually physically have to close the door. It doesn't close behind you like some of summer's gates do. And my final piece of advice to you while we are in the comfy confines of this gate is that you do have to hardware mount it. It's going to appear that it'll be sturdy enough with the feet to stand on its own, but the fact of the matter is, this is only 30 inches high, so really any kid that weighs more than about 20 pounds is going to put enough force on this thing to knock it down. As you can see, it's already just about down. It's going to be able to put enough force on it to knock it down if they just lean up against it. So that's why you have to make sure you do hardware mount it, otherwise there's basically no purpose in installing the gate. So that's a look at the Summer Custom Fit Baby Gate, which is now available at Best Buy. If you'd like to know where you should and where you shouldn't install it, I'll have all that information in the review, along with my recommendations of when you should get this gate and where you should be using it and how long you should be using it for. This gate is, as I mentioned, now available at Best Buy online at bestbuy.ca, along with a bunch of other summer baby gates. Please continue to check back. We'll be looking through a bunch of different types of summer gates as the days go on. I'm Matt. Please subscribe to this channel for more videos like this, whether it's baby, whether it's tech, whether it's gaming, and we'll catch you next time. Take care.